Welcome into the Heat Report by Chat Sports. Hopefully everyone's having a good Saturday evening as we are live here on the channel for a Heat versus Jazz watch party. It is the beginning of a new era of Heat basketball. I am sure most of you are well aware of what has transpired over the last 48 hours, starting with Jimmy Butler trade request, then the Heat suspending Butler for 7 games. We were obviously keeping you updated on all of the latest trade rumors surrounding Jimmy Butler, and I just felt like I would be doing a disservice to the Heat fans if I did not go live for this game, because it is the first game in the new era of Heat basketball where Jimmy Butler is gone. It is Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero leading the way, and we will probably have new faces on the team sooner rather than later, but at least for now, it's Hero and Bam's ball club, and we had to go live for the first ever game in this new era. So hopefully you guys appreciate me coming in on my off day and doing this watch party with all of y'all. It's going to be a lot of fun here on a Saturday evening. The Heat still are 7.5-point favorites against one of the worst teams in the NBA, that is the Utah Jazz. So hopefully the Heat will be able to get a win. To me, I know there's a lot of drama surrounding this team right now, and there's a lot of chaos, but to me, there's no excuse for the Heat not to get a win today. Just full transparency, the Jazz are an abysmal basketball team. The Heat should be able to get a win. We've seen this core get wins against teams without Jimmy in the past. Let's hopefully they can do it again. Shout out your city for me down in the comment section. Where are the real ones watching from on this Saturday evening? Let me know where you guys are. And I do have to be transparent as well. I know we usually have a lot of fun on the watch parties, doing drinks, taking beer bong shots and stuff like that. There will be no drinking on tonight's watch party. Why? I'm a little bit under the weather. I woke up today with a little bit of a sore throat, which not great if you're asking me. And it kind of questioned me coming in to do this watch party, but we still are here. We're still going to do it. We're just not going to be drinking tonight. So hopefully you guys are still okay with that and hanging out with us here. It's going to be a lot of fun, but let me know where you're watching from. Fort Myers, Freeport, Seattle, Miami, Philippines, New Jersey, Dallas, Texas is where Hot Dog is, so Hot Dog's in my city somewhere. Colby's in Connecticut. Ryan is in Tampa. Yeah, actually, we got a weekend stream. I'm in my off day. This is my off day. I'm not supposed to do any work today. That's what the laws of being off says, but you know what? I just had to come in and do this watch party with all y'all. I felt like I could not miss a game with after everything going on and stuff like that. So we are live here on the channel. Hopefully going to witness a Heat win. Heat 17-15. The Jazz are 7-25. I still think the Heat should be able to win tonight's game, even without Butler and all the drama. The new starting lineup for the Miami Heat, Eric Spoelstra teased it, saying it was going to be a bit of a surprise. I don't think that's the case whatsoever. It's Terry Rozier, Tyler Hero, Haywood Highsmith, Nikola Jovic, and Bam Adebayo. Like, really the only surprise starting lineup there could have been, in my opinion, is if Kel'el Ware started alongside Bam. That would have been the only surprise. Only surprise. Only surprise. Osvaldo, no, there's no overtime. No overtime here. No overtime. Should I keep on the hat? I don't know if I should keep the hat. The hat was a good look in my own head, and it looked fine before the watch party, but with the headset on, it just kept on it just like feels weird. So we're gonna take the hat off, even though it's a pretty sweet hat. Pretty sweet hat. We're gonna take the hat off. Oh, while we are in this pregame portion, we do gotta tell you what and who our sponsor is on today's live show. So let me tell you about PrizePicks. Today's stream is presented by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is the #1 daily fantasy sports platform, and with basketball season heating up, PrizePicks is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. And on PrizePicks right now, you can now win up to 1,000 times your money with as little as 2 correct entries. All you do is pick more or less. It is that simple. PrizePicks also offers weekly promotions that could lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value to your lineups. Think Steph Curry is going to have more than 5 3-pointers, Giannis more than 35 points. Cook up your hot takes with PrizePicks and your friends to get in on the action. And I have an action on tonight's game. I'm going to take the more than on Colin Sexton, 15.5 points, and the more than on Nikola Jovic, 9.5 points. I think these two players have a good game scoring. You can combine players on opposite teams, players in different sports leagues like football, basketball, hockey. It does not matter. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you place your first $5 lineup. Shout out to PrizePicks. Run your game. Who you got in this one, folks? MIA for the Heat, UTA for the Jazz. Who you got winning this one? I still think the Heat win. I do. I think they still win. So I'm picking MIA. This is a new Kevin or Curvin. I can't really read. It says all of the drama around Jimmy Butler is my fault. I don't know what I did. To cause all the drama, but okay. Guess it's my fault. Oh, back of my hair is sticking up. I got to get a haircut. I think I'm going to get a buzz cut like Tyler Hero. Axie rocking with Miami. So is Asia. What's up, Asia? Boy Wonder, Ryan, NBA, all rocking with Miami. Kunai says Hero will get 50 tonight. Let's hope so. Hey, and by the way, I'll throw this. Even though I said under a little weather, not really going to be drinking tonight, if you still want a super chat, we're still going to get your super chat on screen. And if you have any questions about Jimmy Butler, questions about trade rumors, you want to get a trade idea on the show where everyone else can see it, ask me my thoughts on it. Super chat still gets you on the show. And hopefully we can get some super chats rolling. Like I said in the pregame and as I open the show, it's my off day. I'm not supposed to be live. Plus, I'm a little bit under the weather. So it would be appreciated. That's for sure. That would be appreciated. Ryan says a buzz cut is worth it. Yeah, I think I might get a buzz. Not a true buzz. It's not going to be like full buzz all around, but it will be like probably like really light up here and a little bit of fade on the back end. I got to get a cut. I do. I ain't doing yeah, it's like I'm probably going to do like a low taper, to be honest. A little something like that. 16 minutes to go until we tip off in Miami. I'm going to be very fascinated to see how the Heat respond after all of the chaos that has gone down over the last couple of days. It's just been straight wild. I really can't believe it's come to this. It's crazy. But I'm excited to see how Bam and Tyler Hero, the two leaders of the Miami Heat, handle this. And even though the Jazz are 7-25 and bad, let's not act like they don't have firepower on their team. Lauri Markkanen, they have Walker Kessler, Keontae George, Colin Sexton, John Collins. Like, they got some good players over there, man. Let's not act like they're just completely garbage. We'll ultimately see how it plays out, though. If you're ready for the game, hit that thumbs up icon. 127 people watching, only 28 likes. Hit that thumbs up button right here. Help me get this stream out to more Heat fans by hitting that like button. Colin Brown's in the building. What's up, Colin? What's up, my guy? Colin, how are you doing on this little Saturday night? I think that's the Colin Brown that I know. I don't know if there's a different Colin Brown. I don't know if there's another Colin Brown. Is Jordan Clarkson still on the Jazz? Yeah, Jordan Clarkson is still on the Jazz. He's like their sixth man. Rumor is that he could be traded before the NBA trade deadline for a pair of second-round picks. That's the rumor. Osvaldo says Cullen got roly cheesing. Yeah, well, Cullen works at Chat Sports, if that's the Cullen Brown that I know. So I appreciate him tuning in here a little bit. Well, interesting. Cullen, our Heat. Cullen does some of the Heat videos during the week with me. Just a couple days. So he knows what's going on around Miami. Shit. I can't believe everything that's gone down over the last 48. I think the last 48 hours have been the most embarrassing 48 hours in Miami Heat history. Like, gotta be honest. I also don't know why Taylor Rozier is starting tonight. That actually pisses me off. Why is Terry Rozier starting? And I'll say this, with Jimmy Butler out, why isn't the player that has been foretold as the Jimmy Butler replacement not starting? Listen, Jaime Jaquez Jr. has not been good this year, but everyone has been saying that when Jimmy leaves or when Jimmy's done, Jaime Jaquez Jr. is the so-called replacement in that starting lineup, that he plays similar, right? Well, why isn't he starting? Why isn't he starting? Seriously. Are the Heat out on Jaime Jaquez Jr.? Because to me, if the Heat were still confident in Jaime, he would be starting. Now, I do think Nikola Jovic should be starting tonight because the Heat are playing a big team who starts two big men, Walker Kessler and Lauri Markkanen. I'll probably assume Jovic starts defensively on Kessler, Bam on Markkanen. We'll see, but that's what I would probably project. And but I'm stunned that they're not starting Jaime. I really am. I also don't want to start Rozier. I'm so out on Rozier. I'm sick of him. I'm done. I really am. 150 people watching. Hit that like button. Come on, let's get the 50 likes right now before we tip off. 12 minutes to go. Hit that like button. Hit that like button right now. But I know a lot of people are tuned in the pregame portion, 150 of you guys, probably assuming that we're also going to talk about Jimmy Butler today. You are correct. Where will Jimmy be traded? He will leave the Miami Heat in some regard. He will no longer be a Miami Heat player. He will never wear a Heat uniform again. So the question is, where is the next team that Jimmy will be playing for? What is it going to be? I have a new prediction because I do not think the Golden State Warriors are going to be that top option for him anymore. It seems like Golden State isn't going to really go in for Jimmy Butler, so I have a new one. I see a couple Memphis. I see a Kings. I see Jimmy for Tobias Harris. No, the Heat are not going to trade with the Pistons for Tobias Harris. That is not going to happen. Philip says the Suns. Let me know where y'all think. Mid says the Wizards. Jay the Fox says the Rockets. My new prediction is Memphis. I'm probably going to do a video about this tomorrow morning, assuming the trade doesn't happen like tonight or something like that. But I think the Grizzlies are the new favorite for Jimmy Butler. Why, you ask? Well, coming into the day, the next team for Jimmy Butler, odds, and I know it's sportsbook, but I think the sportsbooks do get intel. And they have to make informed decisions on what the odds need to be so they don't get their books ran dry. But the Warriors were the favorites. The Suns were second. And then there was a bunch of other teams, big-time odds. Well, today on DraftKings Sportsbook, shout out to DraftKings, the odds for the Grizzlies to be Jimmy Butler's next team went from plus 3,000 to plus 400. That is a massive shift, which basically tells me that there are a lot of buzz, there's a lot of murmurs, there's a lot of rumors around the league right now that Memphis and Miami have started to chat up about Jimmy Butler. I think Jimmy Butler is a great fit in Memphis with the Grizzlies. Him, John Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., that would be a lot of fun. I think that would catapult them into the real contenders list of the Western Conference. The question is, what would Miami get in return? For anyone who thinks John Morant could be coming back to Miami, you're delusional and idiotic to think that would happen. But there are two different packages that could happen. I tweeted one of them out. Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, Brandon Clark, and John Conchar, plus one or two first-round picks, I think could be a package. Another package that I could see happening is just Brandon Clark and Desmond Bane. If the Heat were very persistent on getting a high-level player back in return, I think Desmond Bane could be an option. Bane is a very solid two-guard. He can average 16, 17, 18 points per game. Him and Hero in a backcourt together would be fascinating. Hero would have to play more on ball, which I know we wanted him to play more off ball this year, but Bane's a straight up sniper. He averaged 20 points per game over the last 2 seasons, 16, 17 points per game this year. His 3-point numbers are a little bit down this season. But Bane would be a very good player to get back in Miami, someone who wanted to play for Miami. And if you actually go back to when he was drafted in the early 20s by the Memphis Grizzlies 3 or 4 years ago, there were rumors and a lot of connections between Desmond Bane and Miami. So I could see that happening. I could see Desmond Bane coming back to the Heat if they traded with Memphis. Now, would the Grizzlies want to give up Desmond Bane? Probably not. But if I'm the Heat and I'm starting to look at packages around the league, and if they do want to remain competitive this year, I think Desmond Bane could be one of the best players they get back. The Kings are also interesting. Could you get DeMar DeRozan back? I don't know. I'm also fascinated by the idea of maybe a 3-team deal where New Orleans gets involved, and maybe the Grizzlies are involved in this as well, where Brandon Ingram comes back to Miami to fill his spot at the 3. And maybe you trade away Duncan Robinson and Jimmy Butler, or Rozier and Jimmy Butler, and you get back a Marcus Smart, a Brandon Ingram. Some assets go to New Orleans, draft capital, other salary-filling players, and then Jimmy ends up in Memphis. There's a lot of possibilities. It's a lot of possibilities. There is a lot of possibilities. I see someone said Fox for Jimmy. In a 3-team deal, sure, but De'Aaron Fox would have to request a trade. Like, there is no chance that this Kings trade Fox unless he comes out and says he no longer wants to be in Sacramento. Which there's rumors that he could do that. I don't think it's going to happen before the trade deadline. Not one bit. But in the offseason, that could be a possibility that he requests a trade. If the Kings season really doesn't turn around, we'll see. But I don't think anything materializes before the deadline where Fox could request a trade and he comes to Miami. All right, there's 6.5 minutes to go. If you want the Heat to win tonight, hit that thumbs up icon. Want the Heat to beat the Jazz, hit that like button. 215 people watching in the pregame, only 50 likes. Let's get the like numbers up. Let's get the like numbers up. Get the like numbers up. I'm also still waiting for the first super chat today. Boy coming in on an off night, not supposed to be working, Saturday night, weekend plans, Xnade to come and hang out with y'all. I'm a little under the weather too. I needed a Celsius bad. I'm exhausted. I haven't been able to get a lot of sleep lately. I think it's honestly, you know how sad this is? I haven't been able to get a lot of sleep lately, and I think it's because of the Heat. Seriously. I seriously think that. Like, I have been so worried about a Jimmy Butler trade happening late in the night that I have not been getting sleep. And it's not like I'm staying up waiting. I'm trying to go to bed at 11:30 midnight, but I just can't. I fall asleep at like 1:32, and I wake up at like 8:30 the next day. So I haven't really been getting a lot of sleep. Seriously, you guys think I'm kidding, but I'm legitimately not getting good sleep over the past 2 nights ever since the trade request because of Jimmy Butler. I swear to God. I swear to God. Shout out to Axie for getting the super chat party started. Appreciate my guy, $2, saying get well soon. Yeah, before I came in the office, I wasn't, like I said, wasn't supposed to work today, but here I am. Can't stay away. I stopped at 7-Eleven in Chipotle. I got Chipotle for dinner. That was gas. You know, had the rice, the grilled chicken, fajita veggies, lettuce, cheese. Just a terrific, terrific establishment there at Chipotle. I wish I could be sponsored by them. Not sponsored, should be sponsored. But I also got Celsius and I got sick medicine. So I realized I was out of sick medicine this morning when I woke up with a little bit of a sore throat. Hopefully I don't get actually sick. That would be a disaster. If I was sick over this next week could be a train wreck because we got late night Heat basketball games. We're on a West Coast trip this week, plus the first week of the NFL offseason. So if the Dolphins don't make the playoffs, we're going to have probably chaos this next week. A lot of rumors coming out. It's going to be a busy week for your boy. It's going to be a busy week for me, and if I was sick, that would be an absolute train wreck. Johnson Yu's in the building. F. Roley, pray every day for the Heat downfall. Let's go next. Johnson Yu, just know you aren't going to win. Just know you aren't going to win. Johnson Yu, I appreciate you always coming in and hanging out and trolling. Shout out to Daywalker. Good looking out for working on the night off. Daywalker, appreciate the $10 super chat. Listen, I was thinking to myself, and I was off today. I was obviously going to watch the Heat game regardless, but I was just like, I feel like I should go live. And I tweeted this out last night. I was like, if I got 15 likes on that specific tweet, that I would go live for the game tonight, Jazz Heat. And we got 21, 22 likes, so the Heat fans wanted me to go live. And I figured I could meet the demands. Oh, I'm very fascinated by this. Are they going to take Jimmy Butler out of the pregame Heat culture video? No, they will not, because there is Jimmy Butler right there. Oh, shit, that's funny. I know it's too short notice, but they play those hype up videos in the arena before the game starts to get the fans fired up and before they announce the starting lineups. I was curious to see if they were going to take Jimmy Butler out. And at least right now, Jimmy Butler is still in the video. So that's funny. That's funny. We are 2 minutes away from tip-off. Appreciate the couple of super chats we got there. If you're ready for the game tonight, spam me. Spam me. Are you fired up? I know it's been chaos, but are you ready for the game tonight? Spam those me's if you are. Remember, starting lineup for Miami tonight with no Jimmy Butler, Terry Rozier, Tyler Hero, Haywood Highsmith, Nikola Jovic, and Bam Adebayo. A new era of Miami Heat basketball officially starts tonight. And what is that new era? For better or for worse, it's the Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo-led era. Shout out to GR, Riley Shea, Hot Dog, Anita, NBA, Ryan, Luca, Koala, Skipper. Mirage. Ravens officially clinched the AFC North with a win. I'm excited to see Kel'el Ware tonight as well because he played pretty well in the fourth quarter yesterday. He finished with like 25 points and somehow no rebounds, which was pretty funny. But his role is continuing to get larger and larger for Miami. And against the team in Utah that's got a lot of size, Lauri Markkanen, Walker Kessler, John Collins, you'd expect the Heat to go pretty big. Go pretty big. I really do think that. Felicia saying some homemade chicken French might make you feel better. That indeed would make me feel better. Happy birthday, Felicia. Happy birthday. Mr. says, I just hope Duncan scores more than 6 points. Well, probably going to have to. Probably going to have to. All right, we're about ready in Miami. I think the starting lineups just got announced. If you're ready for the game, spam me. I'm ready. I don't know if it's going to go well, but I'm ready. I am ready. Mirage says I'm still depressed. Listen, I know a lot of people are sad. I mean, you never wanted the Jimmy Butler era in Miami to end the way it did. It is sad, and I've said this over the last couple of videos that it's just very sad how it ended. And it's disheartening to see it go that poorly, but, I mean, you just got to move on. Listen, both sides are to blame. Both sides are to blame. Both sides of the blame. You could blame the Miami Heat for creating the issue with Jimmy Butler, but Jimmy Butler also didn't handle this a good way. He simply did not handle this the right way. Heat wearing their blood red Heat culture unis. Undefeated in these unis, by the way. Never lost. Jazz wearing their white unis. Bam Adebayo in Walker Kessler center court, ready to jump it up. The Heat win the tip, and they will start the first and fourth quarter with the ball. Haywood Highsmith has it on the left wing. He'll dump it inside to Nikola Jovic, who posts up on Colin Sexton. Jovic backing down, swinging it to Rozier. Terry Rozier crossing, driving on Markkanen. Back out to Adebayo. Corner three. Comes up short, but Haywood Highsmith with the offensive rebound. Drops it back to Bam, who then misses the pull-up midi. So Adebayo starting the game 0 for 2 from the field. 2 good looks. And that's how tonight's game gets going. Keontae George, the second-year man out of Baylor, hits it over to Markkanen. Now John Collins. Collins spinning inside and fouled. Interesting lineup from Utah, going with a 3 big lineup. Markkanen doesn't really play like a big. He plays like a wing that is just 6'10", 6'11" in height. Walker Kessler, your traditional center. John Collins having a career year, shooting the ball 43% from 3 and averaging about 17 a night. Walker Kessler gets it off the inbound, and now he hands it back to Keontae George. George looking to dish it off, picks up his dribble, and now Collins has it. Collins drives on Jovic. Good defense by Nikola, and they're going to whistle him for a foul. I don't agree with that one. Maybe they're going to say before he went up, but it looked like Jovic got it clean up top. I don't know if they're calling it before that. I don't know if they're saying Jovic grabbed his arm. I mean, he blocks the ball there. What are they saying? He hit him before the summit? I don't know. I don't know about that one. Either way, John Collins is going to get 2 free throws. Chance to get this game scoring tonight. Ball doesn't lie. Misses the first. So we'll have to see if John Collins can make the second free throw and get the game scoring. John Collins returning for the Jazz. He's missed the last 5 games with a hip injury. And that's how the game scoring gets started. A John Collins free throw. The rare 1-0 score in the NBA. Tyler Hero has it. He gets a screen. Now John Collins defending. He swings it over to Rozier. Hero gets it back. Hero doubled. Kicks it over to Jovic. A deep 3 from the right wing is good! Nikola Jovic with a deep triple off of a Tyler Hero assist. And the Heat jump out in front. I expect Jovic to take a large role on this Heat team with Jimmy Butler gone and no players coming in with a trade. We'll see what happens when a trade eventually happens, but I think Jovic is going to be the person to get more of an increased role. Heat get a stop, and now they come back the other way. Rozier driving on Collins. Lefty layup is good. Good drive and finish there by Rozier on John Collins. And just like that, the Heat go on a 5-0 spurt to go up 4. What's up, Tamar? Good to see you. John Collins driving on Jovic, pushing off inside. Floater doesn't go. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up with it. Can't finish. Bam gets the board. Good job by Jovic and Bam. Here comes Rozier on an outlet. Step back. Now driving on Kessler. And will reset now at the top of the key. Drops it down to Highsmith. Highsmith on the baseline. Out to Adebayo. He drives on Markkanen. Running floater. He's fouled. And Adebayo is going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Lauri Markkanen picks up the personal. How about that first 3 from Jovic, though? Foot was on the Kaseya Center logo. That's how deep it was. I think we finally will see the full Nikola Jovic experience with an expanded role here. Appreciate that, Tamar. Happy New Year's to you as well. Adebayo's first free throw is good, so he gets on the board for the first time tonight. I know we've talked a lot about how Bam needs to be more effective offensively and more consistent, but there's no doubt about it. With Jimmy Butler no longer ever putting on a Heat uniform, the Heat are going to need Bam to take in a very aggressive approach offensively. Hero will still be number 1, but Bam will have to be the number 2 guy. You simply will. He makes both free throws, so Heat leads 7-1, 7-0 run for Miami. Keontae George being chased, kicks it over to Markkanen for a right wing three. Too strong. Highsmith grabs the rebound. Outlet to Jovic up on the right side. Nikola getting downhill to the rim. Lays it up and in. Nikola Jovic with 5 points early on. Great job attacking before the defense gets set. The shot blocker Kessler not in the paint. Heat on a 9-0 run. Sexton driving, bumped by Hero, gets inside, floater, can't get it to go, but Walker Kessler with the offensive rebound and tip it. Still a 6-point lead for Miami. Hero yet to take a shot. He will line up a three now on cue. Comes up short there, rebound down to Utah, and here comes Sexton now. Sexton gets downhill. He is a driver of the basketball. Can't finish. Gets his own rebound, but blocked from behind by Jovic. Bam has it, leading the break. Over to Rozier. Terry to the corner. Hero pump fakes a three, and now we'll slow it down. Hero trying to drive baseline on Keontae George. Kicks it back out to Rozier. Rozier, sidestep left wing three. Don't love that shot. Just don't love it. Even if it goes in, it's a bad process. Jazz come the other way. Markkanen gets it inside. Doubled. Kicked out to Sexton for a left wing three. Doesn't go. Rebound Tyler Hero. Hero leading the break. 2-on-1. Hero to Jovic. Jovic lays it up and in. Excellent fast break there by Miami off of the missed three by Sexton. 11-3 lead Miami. Hero with a pair of assists. And Nikola Jovic with a 3-for-3 start. 7 first quarter points. Inserted into the starting lineup and paying dividends early for Eric Spoelstra. Shout out to Nikola Jovic. Timeout, Utah. The Jazz need a timeout. Spam those fireball emojis down in the chat. And while y'all spam those fireball emojis, I'm going to tell you about PrizePicks, the presenting sponsor on today's live show. Today's stream is presented by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is the #1 daily fantasy sports platform, and with basketball season heating up, PrizePicks is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. And on PrizePicks right now, you can now win up to 1,000 times your money with as little as 2 correct entries. All you do is pick more or less. It is that simple. PrizePicks also offers weekly promotions that could lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value to your lineups. Think Steph Curry is going to have more than 5 3-pointers, Giannis more than 35 points. Cook up your hot takes with PrizePicks and your friends to get in on the action. And I have an action on tonight's game. I'm going to take the more than on Colin Sexton, 15.5 points, and the more than on Nikola Jovic, 9.5 points. I think these two players have a good game scoring. You can combine players on opposite teams, players in different sports leagues like football, basketball, hockey. It does not matter. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you place your first $5 lineup. Shout out to PrizePicks. Run your game. Tell you what, we'll continue to tell you about PrizePicks as the game goes on. But it's hard not to be excited about one of my two entries today. I had Jovic more than 9.5 points. The dude's got 7 points already. I expected him to take a larger role offensively with Jimmy Butler out of the equation. And boy, has he done that here in the first quarter. I forgot my laptop charger at my desk, which is not great considering I'm at 43%. Should last me a good while, but I'll need one of my guys to come in and bring that laptop charger. So 11-3 lead as we resume play. Markkanen has it guarded by Highsmith, backing down, spinning, fading away, and one. Where was the foul? What the? Like, these refs suck already. These refs suck. These refs suck already. Lachi says, can Nico play small forward? I think the best part about Jovic is that he could play any role offensively. He could play off balls. He could play off. He could play on. Defensively, can he guard threes? Remains to be seen. Jaquez checks in. Highsmith sits down, so Jaime, sixth man on today's game. Jovic drives downhill. Can't finish. Walker Kessler with a good contest there. First miss of the game for Jovic. Collins drives. Kicks to Sexton. He drives. Back to Collins. His layup doesn't go. Offensive rebound, Kessler out to Marketing. Swung to Sexton. He'll try a right corner three. And he'll get on the board for the first time tonight. So 11-9 lead still remains for Miami. Sexton now 1 of 5 from the field. Jaquez driving on Keontae George. Spinning. Drops it off the Bam. Free throw line jumper. Too strong. First 5 minutes of the game down, and Hero and Bam have been very quiet offensively. Sexton gets the pick and roll, driving, lobbing. Kessler throws it down, and we're square at 11. Rozier brings it up for Miami, gets it over to Bam. Adebayo working on John Collins. Back to Rozier, pick and roll for those two. Hero gets it, top of the key. Hero kicks to the corner. Jaime pump fakes. Baseline drive. Inside. Swung to Jovic. One more to Rozier. Right wing three. Rims in and out. Sexton shot out of a cannon the other way off of the miss. Gets inside. Misses the layup. Offensive rebound Sexton, though. And they'll reset out to Keontae George. He'll try a hand at a three. Too strong. Hero tracks down the board. Outlet to Jovic. Back to Hero. Hero up strong. Off glass and good. So Hero gets on the board for the first time. Hero and Jovic working very well together early in this one. Hero averaging 26 points on 53% shooting over his last 4 games. Marketing driving on Jovic. Fading away. Excellent defense by Jovic. Forces a miss. Bam with the board. Pushing. Driving. Losing the handle. Come on, Bam. Too sloppy of a start from your leader in this one. Collins downhill. Inside. Missing. I tell you what, Nikola Jovic has been absolutely everywhere today. The MVP of the Miami Heat early in this one. Nikola Jovic has been great today, folks. Heat ball up 2, 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Bam hands it off to Hero. Hero doubled, kicking it to Rozier. Terry gets downhill, swings to the corner. One more to Jovic. Jovic drives, pull-up elbow jumper. Too strong. I would have liked to see Jovic just take that catch-and-shoot three. That's not his game. He's not a dribble, pull-up mid-range guy. Keontae George lobbing inside the Walker Kessler. He corrals it, stripped, gets it back. Now blocked by Adebayo. Ball loose. And what's the call? What is the call? Bam Adebayo has been everywhere defensively. That's why even though he has his offensive struggles at times, there is no match for Bam's defensive ability. There just isn't. 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. 13-11 is the score. Keontae George, left wing three, comes up short. Terry Rozier grabs the board. Outlet to Jovic. Jovic driving downhill. Euro step inside. Can't finish. Wanted a foul. That's one where I would just like to see Jovic go up strong rather than trying to Euro step. Marketing drives. Cut off. Kicks to George. Back to Johnny Juzang, who just checked in for a right wing three. No good. Adebayo grabs the board. Tell you what, low scoring first quarter, but these two teams have been playing at a frenetic pace. Duncan Robinson, who checked in for Hero, kicks it inside to Jaquez. Jaquez spinning on his former UCLA teammate, Johnny Juzang, misses it, and Juzang grabs the board. God, Jaquez just fucking sucks, dude. Keontae George the other way, picked up by Duncan Robinson. 4:20 to go. Keontae crossing, driving, loses the handle, loose ball. Jovic picks it up. Outlet ahead to Rozier. Terry Rozier lays it up and in for a layup. 15-11 Heat lead. Nikola Jovic everywhere. 7 points, 2 assists. It's been pretty solid defensively as well. 4 minutes remain in the first. Sexton has it, top of the key. Gets a screen from Kessler, driving, spinning. Sexton, up and under move, and lays it up and in with the left hand. Impressive finish there by Colin Sexton. He's got 5 points on the evening. Heat offense resets now to Bam, top of the key, and then he just throws it out of bounds. Jovic started the move off ball right as Bam made the toss. The turnover. $358. What people watching? Not already hit that sub button. Plus, we only have 77 likes. Come on, hit that like button. Checked in for the Jazz is Isaiah Collier. He kicks it over to Lauri Markkanen for 3. No good. Walker Kessler grabs the offensive rebound over Kel'el Ware, who just checked in. Jordan Clarkson just checked in, and he'll check a 3. No good. Duncan Robinson with the rebound. Outlet to Rozier. Here comes Terry. Terry swings it to Duncan. Duncan, right wing, triple over the outstretched arms of Kessler. Too strong. Markkanen with the board. He'll push for Utah. Euro step inside. That's a travel. Nothing called. Layup good. Tie ball game at 15. Low scoring first quarter. 2:55 remain in the first period. 1, 2, 3. I guess that fourth foot doesn't come down. Guess that fourth foot doesn't come down. I thought it did if live. I thought it did live. Nikola Jovic leading scorer in the ball game with 7 points. Markkanen's got 5. Walker Kessler 4. Terry Rozier has 4. 15-15 first quarter score. This is quite the low-scoring affair. 357 people watching. Can we get to 100 likes right now during the timeout? Come on, we're 12 likes away. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Appreciate everyone who just got us across triple-digit likes. Y'all are so quick to be negative, man. You guys are saying we're going to become the Wizards. Guys, you realize that even though Jimmy Butler will never wear a Heat uniform again, remember the 2 or 3 years between Jimmy Butler joining Miami and the LeBron, Wade, Bosh era kind of concluding? The Heat still made the playoffs, and they were never picking in the top 10. Like, the Heat, with their current core and with Eric Spoelstra at head coach, will never be picking inside the top 5 or 10. And now some of you might say that's a bad thing because the Heat will never get a true, like, franchise-changing talent at the top of the draft to propel them to the top. But the Heat will always probably be inside the top 10 of the Eastern Conference, which means they'll always be in the play-in or playoff because the East stinks. So, listen, I know a lot of people are not happy about what's happening in Miami right now in the Jimmy Butler saga, but, like, let's not act like we're going to become some bottom dwellers in the East. We aren't. Just simply aren't. You have an all-star guard on your roster in Tyler Hero. You have a top 5 center in the NBA in Bam Adebayo. And with coaching that Miami has, I think you're going to be still competitive, at least enough to make the postseason. Kashad Johnson into the game for Miami. He gets an offensive rebound right away off of a Terry Rozier left wing three, and then the ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Miami on the baseline. Rozier to inbound, finds a curling Duncan Robinson in the corner. He drives on Juzang, up and under move inside. Off glass is good for Duncan Robinson. That's just simply a bucket that we would have never seen Duncan Robinson make coming into this year. He's never done that until this season. He's been an improved finisher. Young group here. Kyle Filipowski, the rookie out of Duke, is in the ball game. Quick pass inside to John Collins. Rozier fouls Collins. I got to be honest, I don't love minutes for the Heat where both Hero and Bam are off the court. That will change here as Rozier comes out, Hero in. The Heat now have 2 stars. Well, they have 2 all-star caliber players. Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo. I don't think both of them should ever be off the floor. One of them always has to be on. John Collins catch and shoot left wing 3. He drains it, and the Jazz go up in front. First time the Jazz have led since they were leading 1-0. Hawkes brings it up now. Ware sets him a screen. The Heat are 1 of 7 from 3. Kashad Johnson will try to change that with a left corner triple. No good. And now it's 1 of 8. Isaiah Collier brings it up on the left side for the Jazz, driving on Hero. And that was very poor defense from Tyler Hero as Collier goes right to the rim to lay it up and in. 2017. Hero the other way. Step back 3. Good! Hero gets it right back and ties the game at 20. Man, Tyler Hero, cool as can be. Jordan Clarkson now drives on Hero, hanging and finishing. Tough bucket there from the crafty veteran. Hero swinging it to Duncan Robinson. He drives baseline and finishes. Tough finish by Duncan. Hero with the assist, his 3rd of the game. Tied at 22. Minute to go in the opening 12. Collier gets a screen. Now kicks it over to John Collins for a quick triple. That's no good. Hero comes in and grabs the board. Hero will now bring it up. Hero driving on Juzang. Fouled. Are they going to say it's in the act of shooting? Hero tried to throw it up quickly there and try to get 2 free throws out of it. What will the officials say here? No free throws for Tyler. It'll be side out. 48 seconds remain. Hero will inbound. Gets it to Robinson. Back to Hero. Ware will set him a screen. Hero driving inside, right to the rim, but rejected by Collins. The Jazz come out in transition. Rejected by Kashad Johnson. What a hustle play by Kashad Johnson to get back into the play, chase down Colin Sexton, and erase 2 points for Utah. How about Kashad Johnson? Looks like he might be getting a lot of PT with no more Jimmy Butler. Collier to inbound, gets it to Filipowski, who almost throws it away, but it was tipped. Sexton goes and corrals it. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Sexton, guarded by Hawkes, driving, fadeaway at the elbow, comes up short, rebound Ware, outlet to Robinson. Duncan Robinson will give it to Hero, and the Heat will hold for 1 shot. 10 seconds remain. Hero isolated on Sexton. Calls for a screen from Duncan Robinson. Gets the screen. 5 seconds. Working on Juzang. Hero swinging it. Duncan, catch and shoot left wing triple. Cannot go, and that's the end of 1 quarter. Low scoring first 12 minutes. 22 all. Both teams really struggling from the field. In particular, Colin Sexton is 2 of 10 from the field. 10 shots in 1 quarter. Are you serious? Are you serious? All right. How fitting is it in the first game in the non-Jimmy Butler era for the Miami Heat? The first quarter score is 22-22. Appreciate you, Joey. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm actually not supposed to be working today. Yeah, I just came in. Yeah, you know, I just screw and grinder. Some people just want it more, Joey. Let's go Heat. 22 all. I'm going to continue to say it. Kind of fitting that the first quarter score in the non-Jimmy Butler era is 22-22. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing it out there. Oh, man. Going to need Hero to be more aggressive offensively. He's only 2 for 4 from the field. Hero, patient, though. Patient. Good first quarter for him. I mean, he's technically still on pace to have a 20-point, 12-assist, 8-rebound game, technically. Trade Jimmy for Cooper Flag? I don't think it works that way. I don't think you could trade a current NBA player for a college player. Just don't think that can happen. All right, second quarter about to get underway in the 3:05. Hopefully we see a little bit of an uptick in scoring. Jazz will start the second quarter with the ball. Collins has it. Hands it off to Collier. Back over to Filipowski. Inside the Collins. His right hook floater is good. Quick move there by John Collins to beat the shot blocker, Kel'el Ware. Ware has not really been that sharp defensively early on. Hero gets a screen from Ware. Hero fouled by Filipowski. Blocking foul. I'll be honest here. Kyle Filipowski, not the best defender and lateral mover. I would expect the Heat to really try to attack him in the pick and roll while he is on the floor. Loose ball inside. Kel'el Ware turns it over. Tough start for him. Who the fuck is this? Oh, Bryce Sensabaugh into the game for the Jazz. He drops it inside the Filipowski. Filipowski fouled by Kashad Johnson, and he'll get 2 free throws. Mr. Gio's in the building. What's up, Mr. Gio? Filipowski makes the first free throw as the Jazz have their largest lead of the game at 3. Filipowski makes both, so the Jazz lead by 4. Hero brings it up. Over to Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson kind of left open. Gets it over to Hero. Hero drives on Johnny Juzang. Spinning inside. Draws a crowd. Kicks back out to Duncan Robinson for 3. Too strong. I mean, the Jazz are just sending a boatload of players at Hero every time he tries to do anything. Bryce Sensabaugh, deep 3. Good. 29-22. The Heat's offense really struggling in this one. Kel'el Ware sets Hero screen. Hero drives, stops, elbow, back out to Ware. Top of the key triple for Ware. Comes up short. He basically airballed it. Collier brings it up now for the Jazz. Attacks Duncan Robinson. Loose ball turned over. He'd have numbers. Jaquez driving to the rim and misses the layup, but is fouled by Collier. Jesus. I got to be honest. I think that's one Triple J should still finish. I'd like to see the replay here. Oh, my God. He got hit, but it was before the layup happened. That's just got to be a shot Jaquez makes. That should be an easy and one. Jaquez does make the first free throw. His first points of the game, 29-23. Not going to overreact just yet. A lot of ball game left. Jaquez makes both free throws, 29-24. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Collier brings it up on the right side for the Jazz. Heat were linked to Collier quite a bit in the pre-draft process. Collier went late in the first round of Utah. Obviously, the Heat went Khalil Ware. Collins inside, not able to get it to go, but then follows it up and makes his own miss, 39 or 31-24. I've not been impressed by Khalil Ware today. He's been actually bad. Hero doubled, kicked to Kashad Johnson. One more to Duncan Robinson. It's a three. No good. I mean, it's just been a disaster for Duncan Robinson tonight. 2 of 6, 0 of 4 from 3. That's the last thing the Miami Heat needed. Already an offensively challenged team with no Jimmy Butler, and you're getting 0 for 4 three-point shooting for Duncan. Can't happen. Simply cannot happen. Heat trail by 7. Collier gets a screen from Filipowski, swinging it over to Johnny Juzang, who thought about a deep three. Will now reset the offense. Juzang driving, step back, deep 2, and it goes. I mean, it goes in, but, like, I'm going to live with Johnny Juzang pull up 19-footers. I just am. Hero the other way now for Miami. Turns it over. This timeout. This is going to be a timeout after the inevitable bucket, and John Collins lays it up and in. Timeout Miami. What is it? This game team sucks. Oh, this team is not playing well today. 35-24. By the way, Jordan Clarkson will not return to this game. During this first TV timeout, I'm going to tell you about our sponsor on today's live show. That's PrizePicks. Today's stream is presented by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is the #1 daily fantasy sports platform, and with basketball season heating up, PrizePicks is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. And on PrizePicks right now, you can now win up to 1,000 times your money with as little as 2 correct entries. All you do is pick more or less. It is that simple. PrizePicks also offers weekly promotions that could lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value to your lineups. Think Steph Curry is going to have more than 5 3-pointers, Giannis more than 35 points. Cook up your hot takes with PrizePicks and your friends to get in on the action. And I have an action on tonight's game. I'm going to take the more than on Colin Sexton, 15.5 points, and the more than on Nikola Jovic, 9.5 points. I think these two players have a good game scoring. You can combine players on opposite teams, players in different sports leagues like football, basketball, hockey. It does not matter. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you place your first $5 lineup. Shout out to PrizePicks. Run your game. I need the Heat fans in the chat to get a grip. I need you guys to get a grip. I'm going to be honest. Y'all are acting. I don't like the way you're acting. You guys need to have the guts. You do. You guys are acting like the sky is falling. Yes, has it been a disaster of a 48 hours? But y'all think that we're going to be the worst team in basketball. It's just been a bad start offensively in this game. Guys are saying the rebuild. Get a grip, folks. I need you guys to get a grip. Seriously. Find the guts, folks. Bam Adebayo and Haywood Highsmith check back in. So does Alec Burks and Nikola Jovic. So almost a full line change. Hero stays on the court, though. Jovic finds a curling Hero. Hero back out to Jovic. Top of the key triple for Nikola. Goes! Jovic back into the game and hitting a triple there. It's a big shot off of an assist from Hero. 35-27. Hero drawing a crowd every time he touches the basketball. The Heat are going to need other players to step up offensively and knock down open shots because there will be open shots. Juzang looking to answer with a three. Does. Hero over to Jovic. Nikola now driving, stopping, kicking back out the Hero. Curling three for Tyler. Comes up short. Rebound by Utah. Juzang brings it up on the left side. He'll pull up for three over Burks. Air ball. Going back to Miami. Heat still trail by 11. I like the insertion, yes, of Alec Burks into this lineup. The Heat need more scoring right now. And I think Burks, good catch and shoot guy, veteran. I think he can be a really good, useful player on the court next to Tyler Hero right now. Jovic will bring it up for Miami. Swings it over to Hero. Tyler guarded by Kessler. Pump fakes, drives. Step back, pump fake, fouled. Good job by Tyler Hero on the shot blocker, using the pump fake to get him in the air and drawing a foul. One thing that Miami will need to do post Jimmy Butler is find a way to get to the free throw line, because Jimmy Butler averages damn near 10 free throw attempts a game. That accounts for probably half of the Heat's free throws every night. So hopefully someone can get to the line for Miami consistently. Maybe it is Tyler. He'll have 2 free throws here. First trip of the night. He makes the first free throw. Because the Heat and Tyler are going to need to find ways to get themselves easy opportunities to score. 8 minutes remain in the first half. Heat trail by 10. It's been a real tough start offensively for Miami. Hero goes 2 for 2 at the line. He's now got 7 first half points. He's got 4 assists as well. Keontae George brings it up for the Jazz. Looking for Marketing. Now they'll do a 2-man game. Now Keontae kind of just calls it off. He's just continuing the dribble. He's dribbled the entire possession. Kicking it to Bryce Sensabaugh. Baseline drive there. Pull-up floater is good. I mean, you got the Jazz just simply have not missed in the second quarter. They've scored 18 points in the second quarter already. We're not even halfway through the quarter. Jovic driving on the baseline will kick it back out to an open Tyler Hero, who pump fakes. He drives. Floater at the free throw line is good. Good use of the ball fake by Hero to get himself an easy look. He's got 9. Got to tighten up defensively here. You're giving up 18 points in the first 5 minutes of the quarter. Unacceptable. Keontae George on the left wing. Trying to get inside the Kessler. Can't find a good lane. 5 on the shot clock. Now has to drive. Spin. Lose the handle. Hero with the steal. Jovic out in transition. 2-on-1. Nikola will just lay it up and in. Good decision there by Jovic not to F around and just go straight to the bucket. Good defense by Tyler Hero on the point of attack, forcing Keontae George to turn it over. Jovic picks up the loose ball and goes coast to coast for a layup to get Miami within 7, 40-33. Timeout Utah, so that's now second timeout of the quarter. 6:45 to go. Nikola Jovic with 12 points in this first half. Tyler Hero with 9. Jovic has been great, man. Nikola Jovic has been really good for Miami. They've needed to find someone to pick up the slack offensively, and Nikola Jovic has been that guy. He's been that guy. Willie Jean says Jovic is slowly becoming the Heat's second best player. I would not go that far. I mean, come on. It is a fun question to wonder who is the better player right now this season between Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. It's a fun question. Oh, no. Zay Flowers' knee sprain could miss their first playoff game. But there is a legit conversation to be had about after Bam and Tyler, who the third best player on the Heat is. It might be Nikola Jovic. I actually just tweeted that out. Is Nikola Jovic the third best player on the Heat now? Seriously, might be, man. Seriously, might be. He's had a real good start to this one. 2 triples, 5-8 from the field, 12 points. He's been pretty solid defensively as well. I think he's held his own. Yeah, I saw the Timberwolves are getting shredded by the Pistons. That is quite the shocker. Quite the shocker. I'm looking at some scores around the league right now. Suns are losing to the Pacers, too. Maybe the Pacers are starting to play good ball again. Sexton driving, kicking. It's a Bryce Sensabaugh 3. Dude, they can't miss in this quarter. The Jazz shot like 38% in the first quarter. They have scored 21 points in 6 minutes in the second quarter. Just ridiculous. Hero gets it off a curl and turns it over. Jazz have numbers in transition, and the Heat get bailed out. Keontae George called for a carry in transition. It was legitimately a 4-on-1. The Jazz were going to get another easy bucket, but Keontae George carries. I mean, that's a good call. He does carry. You just rarely see it get called by officials nowadays. I mean, it was. Jovic, top of the key, as a playmaking hub on this possession, kicks it over to Highsmith. Highsmith over to Alec Burks. Burks hasn't even really got a shot attempt yet. He swings it over to Hero. Hero double-teamed, swinging it to Burks. Burks pump fakes. He drives, spins inside, lefty layup, no good. Heat have no offense outside of Tyler Hero, man. The Jazz are just sending 2 at Tyler Hero every single possession and daring other players on the Heat to beat him. And to this point, the Heat have not been able to do so. Jazz coming the other way. Keontae George pull up 3. Doesn't go. Rebound out of bounds off of Walker Kessler, right? What? How is that off Bam? I mean, Eric Spoelstra's challenged that. It was clearly off of Walker Kessler. Officials screw the Heat. Inside market and bucket off the inbound. Officials has fucked Miami. Shocker. I hate fucking officials. They're so bad at their job. Terry Rozier in for Tyler Hero. Cut off by Market, and he kicks it over to Jovic. Back to Rozier. Rozier back to Jovic. Jovic will line up a 3. No good. I mean, this offense is so stagnant. It is. It's terrible. Keontae George on the right wing. The Heat are getting out-rebounded 28-14. Bryce Sensabaugh, who's cooking Miami in this one, just drives right by Highsmith for an easy layup. Timeout Miami. Jeez. This is bad. Uh, oh boy. I'll say this, guys, for the people that want us to tank to get a draft pick this year, that actually is not in the best interest of Miami because the Heat owe the Thunder a draft pick this season, but it's lottery protected. If that doesn't convey, it becomes an unprotected 2026 first round pick, which would then make the Charlotte pick they owe because of the Terry Rozier trade an unprotected 2028 pick, which means the Heat would not be able to trade the 27 pick, the 29 pick, and it just becomes harder and harder to make a trade. Alec Burks, left wing 3, no good. The Jazz try to hit a triple on the other end. That doesn't go. So Burks brings it up for Miami, swinging it to Rozier. Rozier gets downhill inside. Quick layup on Kessler goes. Rozier with a bucket there. Terry now has 6 points. The best thing for the Heat long term is to make the playoffs this year so they don't have to lose 2 unprotected first rounders in 2026 and 28. You want the Heat to make the playoffs this year. Keontae George 3 good. Looks like the Heat are on the verge of getting blown out at home 2 games in a row. Bam Adebayo on the right side, backing in on Keontae George. Fouled. On the ground, though, so it'll be side out for Miami. 3:30 to go. I'll be honest, if there's a player that needs to start playing well for Miami, it's Terry Rozier. Heat are going to need a lot more offense. Can Terry Rozier provide that? That's what he was brought here to do. He's been unable to do it so far this season. Tyler Hero back in. Rozier over to Jovic. Jovic drives, lobs it inside the Bam. Bam kicks it out to nobody. It's a turnover. It's a bad pass by Jovic. Bam didn't really have any choice there. This offense is just so clunky. There's no space. Thing is, like, that really didn't, but like this, like, I don't know if Jimmy changes anything, to be honest. Like, even if he was playing for Miami tonight. Bryce Sensabaugh, baseline drive, floater, no good, gets his own rebound and puts it back in. I mean, the Heat's rebounding tonight has been atrocious. Hero has it left wing, inside the Adebayo. Bam faces up, double teamed. Now fades away from 8 feet and can't make it. Keontae George running lefty layup good. This is going to be a blowout at home against the fucking Utah Jazz. Tyler Hero will try a deep 3. No good. Unbelievable. Pitch ahead pass is stolen by Hero. Hero's now going to have a wide open left wing 3 on the other end, and he can't make it. This is a disaster. But then the Jazz turn it over somehow. I don't know how that happened, but. Rozier to inbound, gets it to Hero in the corner. Fouled on the floor. Of course he makes that shot. Heat are in the bonus, so Tyler Hero is going to get 2 free throws. Bummer that they called it on the floor. Would have been 3 points for Miami in the corner. Instead, it'll be 2 Tyler Hero free throws. Hero makes the first. 54-36. Can you go on a run here in the final 2 minutes to get it close to a 10-point deficit at the half? Hero makes both free throws. He's in the double digits. He's got 11. Sexton the other way. Finds Kessler, an easy layup. The Heat put on a press. It was the worst press of all time. Got beat in seconds. Jaquez to Bam. Bam over to Hero. Hero gets a screen. Drops it off to Bam. Bam out to Rozier. Rozier now drives inside. It hangs and finishes. So Rozier gets inside and finishes. Pretty nicely there. 56-39. Minute 40 to go in the half. Sexton driving on Highsmith, stopping, turning around, free throw line jumper, gets the friendly roll that hit back rim first. Jaquez to Hero. Hero with a good move on Collins, inside the Rozier, and Terry runs it back out to the three-point line, only to take a contested 3. What the hell is he doing? The Heat aren't even going to crack 40 points in this half. Heat get a steal. Haywood Highsmith with the steal, and he'll finish it on the other end. Still a 17-point deficit for Miami with a minute to go in the quarter. And then Haywood Highsmith with effort forces a turnover on the inbounds. So Haywood Highsmith with a pair of nice defensive plays. Hero inbounds at the Bam at the free throw line. Back to Hero, running off of a screen. Open right wing 3. Heat need it. They don't get it. Hero's been bad tonight in shooting the ball. He's 1 of 6 from 3. He's been good in his playmaking for the most part. 5 assists. I only think 1 or 2 turnovers. Kessler inside, easy dish, and slam dunk. I don't know what's more embarrassing, giving up 60 points to the Jazz in the first half or only scoring 41. Hero swings it to Rozier, wide open corner 3, no good. The Heat's three-point shooting is non-existent. That's something you can't blame Jimmy Butler for. Jimmy doesn't shoot threes. Shot clock turned off, so the Heat will either go down 19 at the half or in the 20s. Heat can't buy a 3, dude. It's ugly. Sexton isolating on Highsmith. Drives left. Stops at the free throw line. Pull-up jumper. Good. I mean, this is a disaster, man. Hero at the buzzer. Gets it off at half court. Doesn't go. Halftime in Miami. 21-point deficit. What a fucking joke. They just got outscored 40-19 in the second quarter. (40-19). Heater shooting 3 of 22 from 3. Three of 22 from 3. Unbelievable. Just ridiculous. That might be the worst half of basketball Miami's played all year. You know what's funny? You know what the other worst first half is? Probably 2 days ago against the Pacers. Oh. What'd you say? Yeah, everything's Jimmy's fault. Is this rock bottom, folks? It might be. CL says we need to stop playing small ball. They started Jovic and Bam together. I don't think that's small ball. Jovic is 6'10", 6'11". Bam's your center. Reaper says they need to sign Rolly at point guard. I don't know if that's changing anything. Might improve the three-point shooting, but I don't know if the defense will get any better. DeAndre Ayton. Fuck no. Fuck no. I will say this. If the Heat had this current roster at the start of the season, what would the record be right now? The Heat are 17-15 as of right now. What would their record be if Jimmy Butler was off the team the entire year? Okay, y'all saying like the worst team in the NBA is like legit ridiculous. I think it would probably be, I'd say 13-19. I think that would be my guess. But like single digit wins, no. Because the Heat are 5-5 without Jimmy this year. So it's like, it's not like they're 0-10 without Jimmy, guys. Like they're 5-5 this year without Jimmy. Or so small sample size, only 10 games, but like it's not like they're atrocious. They're 5-5. So I'd probably, like I said, I'd probably say just slightly under 500 in a larger sample size. Like that's why I said 13-19. For the people saying it's time to tank for Cooper Flagg, that would be bad. That would be bad. You do not want the Heat to miss the playoffs this year. I will say it one more time. If the Heat miss the playoffs, that means they keep their pick that is supposed to go to Oklahoma City this year. It's lottery protected. If that happens, then 2026 now goes to Oklahoma City, and that's unprotected. And due to the stipend rule, you cannot trade back-to-back first-round picks, so the 2027 first-round pick you traded to the Hornets for Terry Rozier gets pushed back to 2028 as an unprotected first-round pick. So if you miss the postseason this year, you now give up a 2026 unprotected first-round pick and a 2028 unprotected first-round pick. Not ideal. You want the Heat to make the playoffs this year because having to trade unprotected picks in 26 and 28 would make you a lot more worse in terms of being able to trade as well as other moves to make. You do not want to miss the playoffs this year. You need to be a top 8 team in the East. Whether you are in the play-in and you make the play-in, it's regardless. The Heat need to be playing a playoff series this year or they are in trouble for the future. They need to be in the playoffs this year, which is why I think you see the Heat so adamant about getting something back in return for Butler that just isn't a load of crap. They need to stay competitive because they know they can't have that pick scenario occur. super chat from my guy, Pigeon Base. What's up, Pigeon Base? Pigeon says, once I saw that Duncan stat graphic on the broadcast, I knew we're cursed from 3. We might lose this game. Might. We're down 21 at half. Sorry. Hope and pray to God we get Fox, Durant, somebody. Not going to happen. Also, it'd be 10-20 because Spo would still be arrogant to try something logical. I don't know if we'd be 10-20. Like I said, the Heat without Jimmy this year are 5-5. It's not like they're absolutely garbage without Jimmy on the court. Well, Pigeon Base, I appreciate the $50 super chat. That'll get you into the Hall of Fame. I'm not drinking today, Pigeon Base, because I'm a little bit under the weather, have a little bit of a sore throat, so I don't really want to drink right now. I'm also taking a little bit of cold medicine. But I appreciate you supporting the channel like you always do, my friend. We'll get you on the Hall of Fame ball. Thank you, Pigeon Base. You're an absolute legend. Absolute legend. I hope you guys know that even if the Heat tanked, it's not guaranteed that the Heat get the #1 pick. It's just not. It's not guaranteed. So you guys can say tank all you want. It doesn't matter. The Pistons have been the worst team in the NBA over the last 5 seasons, and they've only had the #1 pick once. Remember, if you are even a bottom 3 team in the NBA, they all have the same odds for the #1 pick. It's not guaranteed, man. And plus, the Heat do not tank. It is not in their DNA. Eric Spoelstra and Pat Riley do not tank. I know some fans would be good with it because it might help in the future, but it's not something Eric Spoelstra will get. Not something he'll do. Anthony Edwards had 50 today. That's actually big for me. Why? I did a 4-pick PrizePicks season-long projection. Shout out to PrizePicks, sponsor on today's live show. 4 picks. It was a free play from PrizePicks to win $200. It was season-long. My season-long projections were Bam Adebayo to have more than 10 rebounds per game on average. Draymond Green to average less than 6.4 assists. Anthony Edwards to have more than 150-point game, so he hits it today. And then SGA to have 1 triple-double. So right now, Bam Adebayo averages 9.8 rebounds. So he needs to get above 10. How many assists does Draymond Green average? Remember, 6.4 was the number. Draymond Green averages 5.7, so I'm pretty good there. Bam needs to average 0.3 rebounds more. And then now that Anthony Edwards had a 50 bomb, I just need to have SGA have 1 triple-double. But shout out to you, Pigeon Base. Appreciate it. You're the man. You're a legend. Still 330 people watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Live for almost every Heat game, and we'll have you covered on everything surrounding Jimmy Butler as we continue to get more and more information and rumors come out. Still 4 or 5 minutes left until the second half begins. Heat going to have one heck of a second half. Trailing by 21. The Jazz are 7-20. 7-25? 7-25. So they're not a good team, so it's possible, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. For the fans in the chat saying that I'm done with the Heat, I'm going wherever Jimmy goes, that just tells me you're not a real Heat fan. Tells me you're not a real Heat fan. Listen, I'm very open about this. I'm going to root for Jimmy Butler to win an NBA Finals if he goes to a team that isn't a rival of Miami. So if he gets traded to a Golden State Warriors, if he gets traded to the Memphis Grizzlies, Sacramento Kings, Phoenix Suns, like if he gets traded there, I'm going to root for him to win a ring. But if they ever play the Miami Heat, it's Miami over anyone. And if you say that, like then you just aren't a Heat fan. And just call it what it is. Like, I ride or die with Jimmy Butler, too, and I just said I'll root for him to win every game he plays as long as he doesn't play the Heat going forward. But, like, to just say I'm not going to root for the Heat and I'm just going to follow Jimmy, you were never a Heat fan to begin with then. You just weren't. Am I happy with the front office right now? Hell no. Hell no. I'm not happy with the way the front office has handled the last 5 years. But I still die for the Heat, man. Still die for the Heat, man. Oh, Super Chat coming in from my guy, Kyle Greer. Appreciate the $5 Super Chat, my guy. We'll get that on screen here in just a second once the Super Chat loads in. Here it is. $5. What young guy are you excited to see develop post Jimmy Butler? You're hoping Jimmy or Jaime Jaquez Jr. turns around. I think coming into the season, every single Heat fan would tell you that if Jimmy Butler was no longer on the Heat roster, they would be most excited to see Jaime Jaquez Jr. step into that role as the starting three and kind of be that Jimmy Butler type of guy that lives in the mid-range, lives off backdoor cuts and stuff like that. But he's been so bad this year. I don't know if the league has really just finished him or like figured him out that easily. I don't know if it's a regression. He was never that good to begin with, and he just was good in year one for the Heat because he was an older rookie and he just picked up the game a lot quicker than other players expected him to. But my answer would be Nikola Jovic without a question. It's not because he had a 12-point first-half lead. You can date this all the way back to the Damian Lillard trade talks. I was willing to trade Jaquez. I was willing to trade Jovic, Tyler Hero to get Dame to be that third guy alongside Jimmy and Bam. But I was always very sad if we had to trade Jovic because I've always believed in Nikola Jovic's long-term ability. You don't find many players that are 6'10", 6'11", with the shooting ability of Jovic, with the playmaking ability of Nikola, and his basketball IQ. I think he's a fantastic basketball player, and when you add in his size, if he's able to figure out the ability to defend at an average level and ability to become an above-average rebounder as well, he can be someone very, very good in this league. And I'm excited to see Nikola Jovic get more opportunities on offense with Miami with no Jimmy Butler. Now, it might not result in a lot of wins, but I'll be excited to see his development. Well, we'll ultimately see how the second half goes. We're about to get underway. The Heat got out-rebounded 16-1 in the second quarter. That's the story of this game. It's rebounding. The Heat have not created any second-chance opportunities for themselves. The Jazz have. And the Heat have a large hole to climb themselves out of. First possession of the half, Jovic gets a stop inside on John Collins, and Bam grabs the board. Bam Adebayo goes coast to coast and is fouled going up to the rim, and Bam is injured and down. No, he's fine. He's fine. Good start, though. Bam Adebayo went to go Euro step inside and got undercut there by John Collins. I think they're going to say it's in the act of shooting, I think. I think. He went into a Euro step. Yep. So Bam Adebayo will get to the charity stripe for two. Bam went to the line twice in the first half, and he made both. He misses that one. I mean, I got to be honest. Bam being 0 for 4 from the field is flat out unacceptable. It is. I don't know what's more concerning, only 4 shot attempts or the fact that he didn't make one. Bam's second free throw is good, so he's 3 of 4 at the line. That's all 3 of his points, 3 free throws. Heat down 20. Going to have to start defensively for Miami. No start to the lineup starting this half. Same group that started the first, or the game, I should say. Colin Sexton drop off pass to Kessler, fouled by Bam. So Walker Kessler is going to go to the line. Bam is not a mid player. I mean, you guys understand that Bam Adebayo is a top 3 defensive player on the planet. That alone does not make you mid. Am I upset that Bam is not the same offensive player as he was last year or taking a step forward? No. But, like, guys, let's not overreact because he's having a down game and a down season offensively. Walker Kessler missed the first free throw, misses the second, but the Heat give up an offensive rebound. And then John Collins is fouled. I mean, the Heat's rebounding tonight's been the worst part of the entire game. You could talk about the offense. The Heat getting out-rebounded 37-16 is the biggest issue of tonight. They can't get a rebound. Colin Sexton has it, swinging it over to Lauri Markkanen, right wing 3, good. Can't give teams second chance opportunities. Hero doubled, kicks it to Jovic, swung to Highsmith. Highsmith drives inside now. Left-handed floater, no good, but grabs his own offensive rebound. So second chance opportunity for Miami. Reset out to Hero. Hero driving inside, getting inside to the rim, fouled. Blocked by Kessler, but I believe they whistled Keontae George for the foul down low. So Tyler Hero is going to go to the line for 2 free throws here. 10:55 remain. Oh, yeah, Keontae George, little light, but you see the shove there. Offhand on Hero's side. Hero's got 11 points in this one, 5 assists. Hero's not been able to get anything going from beyond the arc. He's 1 of 6 from 3. That's been the difference in this one, folks. It's the inability to make threes and rebound. That's really the entire NBA at this point. Rebounding and threes. The Heat have been outclassed in both areas tonight. 65-44. 11 minutes to go. Hero's 6 of 6 at the line. Keontae George swinging it over to Colin Sexton. He'll try a right wing 3. Too strong. Rebound. Fought for. Grabbed by Adebayo. Heat have numbers. 5-on-2. Highsmith inside. Stripped. Jesus Christ. And now the Jazz have a free break. And Colin Sexton just threw a dunk. The Jazz just tried to showboat. Fuck Colin Sexton. Sexton just bounced it to himself for a reverse dunk, and then he didn't make it. And because he was hanging on the rim, it's offensive basket interference because it originally didn't go straight in, and he was grabbing the rim while the ball was still bouncing around, so it doesn't count. He just got lucky. Hero 3, can't answer. I mean, he's 1 of 7 from 3. This is ugly. He can't buy a triple. He made his first and then hasn't made another. Kessler inside, easy layup. Bad defense by Miami. Heat's defense has been embarrassing tonight, man. Hero, pick and roll, driving to the free throw line, kicking to Jovic. Wide open left wing 3. He hits it. Only player that has really shown up tonight for Miami is Nikola Jovic. 15 points. Leading scorer. Sexton driving downhill, spinning right hook shot is good. He can't get stops tonight, man. Jovic swings it to Rozier, who's in the corner. Bam sets him a screen. Rozier driving, no space for Miami, turned over. Sexton out in transition now, and he'll just lay it up this time. Bucket good. And the disaster continues for Miami. 24-point deficit. Jovic drives on Kessler, gets inside, hangs, layup, rattles around the rim and can't fall. And this game is over. Keontae George, pull up three, dagger. That felt like the dagger. This is so bad. Wow. Well, during the first timeout, we're going to tell you about our sponsor on today's live show. That's PrizePicks. Today's stream is presented by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is the #1 daily fantasy sports platform, and with basketball season heating up, PrizePicks is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. And on PrizePicks right now, you can now win up to 1,000 times your money with as little as 2 correct entries. All you do is pick more or less. It is that simple. PrizePicks also offers weekly promotions that could lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value to your lineups. Think Steph Curry is going to have more than 5 3-pointers, Giannis more than 35 points. Cook up your hot takes with PrizePicks and your friends to get in on the action. And I have an action on tonight's game. I'm going to take the more than on Colin Sexton, 15.5 points, and the more than on Nikola Jovic, 9.5 points. I think these two players have a good game scoring. You can combine players on opposite teams, players in different sports leagues like football, basketball, hockey. It does not matter. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you place your first $5 lineup. Shout out to PrizePicks. Run your game. This is as bad as it gets, folks. Hydro Wilson with a $2 super chat. Appreciate you. Said, this is good, actually. Nowhere for trash to hide. What do you mean by that, Hydro? Hydro, let me know. What do you mean by that? What are you referring to as the trash? Very puzzled by what you mean by that. Pacers blew out the Suns tonight. Suns continue to stink. Wonder if the Suns feel any pressure to trade for Jimmy Butler. But then again, the Heat do not want Bradley Beal, so then how are they going to get a third team to take on Bradley Beal's contract? And how would that third team send assets to Miami that they value? I don't see him going to Phoenix, man. The Heat don't want Bradley Beal. The Suns can't aggregate contracts. So then that third team would have to send all of their assets to Miami, and I don't know who's doing that. Paul Larson checks in. So does Jaime Jaquez Jr. and Duncan Robinson. Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero remain on the floor. And immediately out of the timeout, Bam is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. I'm telling you right now, if you are thinking Jimmy Butler trades, you could just cross the Phoenix Suns off the list. The Heat don't want Bradley Beal, and I don't see a third team coming in and sending a bunch of assets to Miami as Beal gets rerouted. I just do not think Phoenix happens unless it's KD or Booker in a trade request, and that ain't going to happen either. Bam makes the first free throw. Bam Adebayo still without a field goal tonight. He's got 4 points because he's 4 or 5 at the line. And Bam misses the second. Beautiful. Hydro says, if your game is garbage, Jimmy will not cover the misses. I still don't understand what you mean by that, Hydro. If your game is garbage, Jimmy will not cover the misses. I don't know. Mark it in 3. This is becoming... We have an early contender for worst loss of the year, folks. We're down 30 at home to the Jazz. Duncan Robinson, top of the key 3. Oh, he finally makes one. Too little, too late, Duncan. Sexton driving on Larson. Easy blow by. Outside to Collins for a corner 3. It's good. Wow. Duncan Robinson over to Hero. Hero over back to Bam. Bam driving on Marketing. Double teamed. Kicked out the wide open Duncan Robinson. Robinson cannot make the wide open 3, but Palau Larson grabs the offensive rebound. Resets back out to Duncan. Now to Hero. Hero gets downhill. Cut off and finds a cutting Larson who can't corral the pass and then fouls John Collins. I don't know if this will be a clear path or take foul. I don't think it matters, though. Yep, they call it a take foul, so technical free throw for the Jazz. Colin Sexton makes it. Seven minutes to go in the third quarter. Lauri Markkanen left wing, back to Keontae George, top of the key triple, air ball. Kessler gets the rebound and saves it off of Duncan Robinson. No, they're going to say it's off of actually John Collins, so it's going to be Heat ball. Bam hands it off to Hero. Hero fouled. Keontae George whistled. Keontae George, I think that's like his 4th foul. Might be even his 5th. It's his 4th foul. Duncan Robinson to Bam. Adebayo floater. Still can't make a shot. Missed layup, Keontae George. Offensive rebound, Utah once again. Sexton now has it. Guarded by Bam. Sexton will pull up for 3. No good. Rebound offensively again, Walker Kessler. Layup doesn't go, but he's fouled. Kessler makes both free throws. Hero driving, stopping, pull-up mid-range shot for Tyler. It goes in. Hero with 15 points. For the people saying that imagine paying Bam and not Jimmy, do y'all realize that Bam Adebayo is 27 years old? Some of you guys are fucking clueless, guys. Like, lob inside for Markkanen. The idea of not paying Bam Adebayo is the stupidest thing of all time. Kashad Johnson looks for a poster dunk, but is fouled by Kessler. Is Bam having a bad season offensively? Yes, but like, guys, would you rather have Bam being traded than Jimmy? And if you answer yes to this question, you have no knowledge of the game of basketball. Being dead serious, I'm sorry. And you have no understanding of how to build a team if you answer yes to that question. Kashad Johnson misses both free throws. Lauri Markkanen, right wing 3 off the catch. Too strong. Hero grabs the board. Hero will bring it up. He'll take a pump fake. No, he'll drop it inside the Bam. Turning right hook. Oh my God, he airballed. Keontae George pull up right wing 3. No good. Rebound loose. Will picked up by Tyler Hero. Heat have numbers 5-on-4. Hero getting downhill. Kicking to the corner. Jaquez, corner 3. Shocker. Didn't go in. Offensive rebound at Adebayo off of a Kashad Johnson tip. They pass it to Kashad, and he drops the ball. Oh my God. I'm actually convinced none of you guys know the sport of basketball. Corner 3 for Utah. Hero doubled, kicks it to Kashad Johnson, top of the key 3, no good. I mean, the IQ of not, you guys legitimately thinking it was a bad idea to pay Bam Adebayo the extension are psychotic. And I won't even entertain conversations with any of you anymore. I truly mean that. For anybody in the chat that says Bam Adebayo should not have gotten extended in the offseason, I am no longer talking to you because you guys are dumb. After the 2 seasons Bam Adebayo's had in a row, and he asked for an extension, you don't want to pay him? Like, what are you talking about? Like, unbelievable. Well, you see the score. It's not a typo. This is bad, man. This is rock bottom. Thunder on a 14-game win streak. Boy, are they good. Oh, boy. Hawkes pump fakes a 3, kicks back out to Duncan for a triple. He makes it. So 2 Duncan Robinson threes in the quarter. Khalil Ware into the game. Hero still out there. Juzang drops a pass, kicks it out to Marketing, though. His 3 rattles around, doesn't go. Rebound tipped out to Duncan Robinson. Robinson brings it up on the left side, kicks it to Ware. Ware pump fakes a pass, will shoot a 3, and he'll knock it down. So Khalil Ware onto the scoreboard for the first time tonight with a 3. I'll be honest, I think tonight would be a good night to experiment just for a little bit about Ware and Bam playing together, see what happens. See if Eric Spoelstra does it. Don't think he will, but he should. Marketing drives baseline, layup, no good. Rebound grabbed by Hawkes. Hawkes pushing on the right side. Jaime gets it to Hero. He'll catch and shoot a 3. No good. Man, he has struggled from 3 tonight. 1 of 8. Whew. Bryce sends the ball into the corner for Isaiah Collier. He gets downhill, kicks to the corner, tipped out of bounds by Duncan Robinson. Collier to inbound, gets it to Khalil Ware. Swung to Sensabaugh. Bryce Sensabaugh gets a screen from Filipowski. Probes inside. Kicks to the corner for Sexton, but he couldn't handle the pass, and Hawkes gets a steal. Jaime will bring it up. Hands it off to Duncan Robinson. Wide open 3. Does not go. Here comes Utah on the left side. Do the Heat reach 90 points tonight? I will say very confidently, don't think so. Foul on Miami. 2 minutes to go in the third. Two free throws for Utah, good. 92-59. Hero double teamed. Kicks to Hawkes. Lobbed inside the Khalil Ware, who could not throw it down. I actually think he might have been trying to swing the ball to the corner for Kashad Johnson, and he wasn't there. He cut inside. Isaiah Collier will bring it up, 92-59. Swung over to Collins, right wing 3, good. How bad will this game get? I mean, let's be abundantly clear. Even though the Heat's offense has been atrocious tonight, the defense has been equally as bad. I mean, they're going to give 100 points through 3 quarters. By the way, Josh Christopher's in. Kashad Johnson has on the low block. He's fouled. This 5-man group for Miami is interesting. Christopher, Kashad Johnson, Duncan Robinson, Khalil Ware, and Jaime Hawkes Jr. I think Kashad Johnson just missed the first free throw, so he's now 0 of 3 at the free throw line. Finally makes one. 95-60. Bryce Sensabaugh has it right wing. Lobs it to John Collins, a little bit too high. Kalel Ware gets the loose ball. Outlet ahead to Christopher. Christopher gets to the cup, fouled, and Josh Christopher will go to the line for 2 free throws. G League Player of the Month in December. Wow, averaged 29 points a game, 6 rebounds, 4.4 assists, but can't make a free throw. Missed the first. These G League players can't make free throws. Kashad Johnson and Josh Christopher are combined 1 of 5 from the free throw line tonight. 2 of 6. 1 minute to go in the quarter. Josh Christopher's got blown by, which sets up an open three-pointer that's missed. And what do you know? Offensive rebound for Utah. Colin Sexton reloads a triple. Good. My PrizePicks entry hit. Sexton more than 15.5 points. Jovic more than 9.5. Go me. Duncan Robinson answers the corner triple. Sexton, another 3, rattles in and out. Kashad Johnson grabs the rebound. Outlet set up ahead to Duncan Robinson. 15 seconds remain in the quarter. Jaquez drives downhill, beats his man, and is fouled with 5 seconds. So Jaquez is going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Jaquez makes both free throws. Jazz shot clock. They don't get off a shot. That is just bad by the Utah Jazz. Well, we enter the final quarter down 98-66. $98-66. That type of night, folks. That type of night. Are we sure the relationship between Jimmy and the front office, is that out of pair? Are we sure? This is bad, bad, bad. This is as sad as it gets, folks. Holy shit. I don't even know what to say anymore, man. The Heat gave up 76 points combined in the second and third quarters. Fourth quarter's underway. Jovic checks in. Kashad Johnson sits down. This game started off so well for Miami, too. They were up 9-1. Kalal Ware's inside, bumped, throws up a right hook shot as he was falling down, couldn't make it. Jazz come the other way. Bryce sends the ball baseline drive, swung all the way around to Collins, who then drives, Euro step, layup, and it goes. John Collins has been good tonight. He's had a career year in Utah this season, and he's been exceptional. Jaquez driving, kicking out to Duncan Robinson. Now Jovic on the right wing. Over to Jaquez. Jaquez lobs inside the Jovic. Good pick and roll between Triple J and Jovic lays it up and in. Nikola Jovic, leading scorer in the game for Miami tonight, 17 points. Sexton at the top of the key, over to Collins. Collins, left wing three. Wow. They're going to say his foot was on the line. It was a 2. Jaquez drives, fouled. He'll go to the line. Zach says Filipowski is cooking. I don't think Filipowski has scored. No, he has 2 points. (102-69) as Jaquez was fouled inside. Jaquez misses the second. 102-69. Sexton has it top of the key, gets a screen, drives on Christopher, drops it off to Filipowski. Filipowski backing in on Ware, fade away off glass, and it goes. Oh, that was a great neck crack. Somehow the Bulls have gone on a crazy run, and they lead the Knicks by 11. Jovic, right wing three. Doesn't go. You always will know when Nikola Jovic misses a three when he shoots it and he starts leaning one way. Like hoping the ball changes its flight midair. I feel like he does it every time he misses. Well, this will be the first Heat loss of the season while wearing the Heat Culture Blood Red unis. Kalal Ware gets a steal, and then Ware will get the ball in transition and miss a dunk. I mean, are you serious? Isaiah Collier drives inside. Good drop-off pass to Collins for a dunk. Jovic drives inside, fouled by Filipowski on the floor. Bryce sends the ball three. It goes. I mean, what are they shooting? It's a 40-point game. Utah is shooting 52% from the field and 41% from three. Meanwhile, the Heat are shooting 33.8% from the field and 23.5% from three. It's hard to fathom, folks. It's hard to fathom. It's hard to even think about this team. They are bad. We're going to lose by 50 points. We're not going to score 90. The Miami Heat will not have the number 1 pick. I promise you that. Unless they somehow won the lottery. Because, guys, if we're going to be honest, the Heat will still be a top 10 team in the Eastern Conference, which means they will at least be in the play-in. And maybe they do lose both play-in games, and they are picking inside the lottery. But they would still have a sub 1% chance, let's just say 2% or less, to win the lottery. They'll likely just be picking 13 or 14th or 12th. So they're not going to win the lottery, which means they will not be picking number 1. Hell, they won't be picking inside the top 3. Anybody who thinks that the Heat will be able to draft one of Cooper Flagg, Ace Bailey, or Dylan Harper, the presumed top 3 picks in the draft, are sadly mistaken. Jaquez has it, drives downhill, spinning, as he always does, and misses the floater. God, he's terrible. I got to be honest, I no longer think it's a slump. I think he's generally a bad basketball player. Keontae George pull-up 3 over Jaime. Good. 43 points. Jovic gets downhill, blocked out of bounds. Khalil Ware drops that bucket inside. 112-71. Left wing 3 for Filipowski doesn't go. Jaquez grabs the board. Outlet up to Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson drives inside. Hangs. Floater for Duncan goes. Duncan Robinson with 15 points on the game. 6 of 12 shooting. That's lipstick on a pig right there, man. He hasn't done any of that in meaningful games. Jovic gets a steal. He's out in transition. He'll stop at the right wing and then drop it off to the corner for Christopher. Christopher finds a cutting Duncan, who is fouled. Oh, and Duncan and John Collins exchange some words. Duncan Robinson not happy with the way he was fouled there. Technical free throw by Miami is good. Hillel Larson checks in. So does Kashad Johnson. This is the full Summer League squad. Hawkeyes inside and one. It actually is. Christopher, Larson, Kashad. So if Major Anthony Nelson is watching, this is your Super Bowl. Major Anthony Nelson's watching, this is your Super Bowl. Hawkeyes, of course, misses the free throw. Collins drives inside, fouled by Kashad Johnson. Be free throws for Collins. John Collins has 22 points today, 9 rebounds and 3 blocks. He'll add to his point total with a free throw. Free throw's good. Hawkeyes drives downhill to the rim, and he throws down a dunk. But the Jazz come quickly the other way and get an and one. How do you guys let that happen after a made basket? Seriously. How do you let them get out? How do you let them get out in transition like that after you make your own basket? Seriously. Collier makes the three-point play. Hawkeyes just dribbled off his own leg, turns it over. Collier in transition, layup good. Holy shit. Timeout Miami. 6:39 to go. Tell you about PrizePicks for the final time tonight. Today's stream is presented by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is the #1 daily fantasy sports platform, and with basketball season heating up, PrizePicks is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. And on PrizePicks right now, you can now win up to 1,000 times your money with as little as 2 correct entries. All you do is pick more or less. It is that simple. PrizePicks also offers weekly promotions that could lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value to your lineups. Think Steph Curry is going to have more than 5 3-pointers, Giannis more than 35 points. Cook up your hot takes with PrizePicks and your friends to get in on the action. And I have an action on tonight's game. I'm going to take the more than on Colin Sexton, 15.5 points, and the more than on Nikola Jovic, 9.5 points. I think these two players have a good game scoring. You can combine players on opposite teams, players in different sports leagues like football, basketball, hockey. It does not matter. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you place your first $5 lineup. Shout out to PrizePicks. Run your game. The only positive of tonight's game that I hit on my PrizePicks, Jovic had more than 9.5, and Colin Sexton had more than 15.5. Good pick by me. Just counting down the minutes until this game's over. Bengals up 16-7 on the Steelers. Bengals need to win to stay in the playoff hunt. Dolphins can make the playoffs tomorrow if they win and the Broncos lose, but very unlikely that the Broncos lose. Well, we'll find out. Heat and Kings play on Monday. I'm sure that will go well. Man, what a mistake I did wasting my Saturday night on this garbage. Khalil Ware alley-oop out of the timeout. Maybe we will get to 90 points. Same 5 on the floor for Miami. Looks like a 2-3 zone. Josh Christopher kind of just hit the deck after a jab stat. Ball out of bounds, though, off Miami. It'll be baseline for Utah. He go back to man-to-man, and Bryce Sensabaugh hits a 3. Bryce Sensabaugh has 20 points. Khalil Ware has it on the right wing. Drives, loses the ball. Kashad Johnson picks it up. Back to Ware, and he throws it down. The Khalil Ware fans will like to see the stat padding Ware has tonight. 9 points, all in meaningless minutes. Filipowski corner 3, air ball, rebound Ware, outlet to Christopher. He gets downhill, gets to the rim, and lays it in with his left hand. Isaiah Collier at the top of the screen, gets a screen. Drives in. Larson with a block. Christopher with the rebound. Outlet ahead to Kashad Johnson, and he throws down a massive tomahawk slam. Five minutes to go until this nightmare is over. Heater down 36. Filipowski left wing. Swings it over to Collier. Collier gets a screen. Over to Sensabaugh. He'll try a right wing 3. Oh my God, he can't miss. 23 points for Bryce Sensabaugh. Hawkes the other way. Kicks to the corner for Larson. He drives baseline. Fouled. Heater in the bonus, so Paul Larson will get 2 free throws. Larson misses the free throw. Holy shit, we suck at free throws. Larson makes the second at least. 125.87. 4.5 to go. Sensabaugh drives baseline, floater over Larson and one. Oh my God. Bryce Sensabaugh has been the best player on the court. Josh Christopher gets a bucket inside. Christopher gets a bucket inside, and then, shocker, the Jazz get a couple buckets. And then Sensabaugh gets a steal. Missed three there, though. Kel'el Ware gets the rebound. Gets it up to Christopher, who will drive. Good pass inside. No, not a good pass. Stolen away. Filipowski on the right wing. Over to Micah Potter. His three, no good. Kashad Johnson gets the board. Christopher will bring it up now on the left side. Crossover, drive, swing to Jaquez. One more to Johnson. Kashad drives, hangs, right hook shot, good. Down 40. We'll be signing off as soon as the game ends. So if you want to ask a question and something like that, super chat to get it on screen, because as soon as the buzzers hit 0, I'm peacing out. 2.5 to go. Ware at the top of the key is going to shoot a 3, and he drains it. The Heat might somehow get to 100 points. Quite the stunner. Isaiah Collier crosses over. Oh, my God. He just broke down Josh Christopher, kicked it out to the corner. Missed 3. Ball goes out of bounds, though, off Utah, so Miami will get it back. 2:10 remain. Christopher driving, kicking to Kashad Johnson, who throws down a dunk. This is LA Fitness hoops right now. No defense. It's running up and down the court, getting wide open looks each side. Christopher fouls Johnny Juzang reaching in. Collier, step back 3. No good. Rebound Johnson. Ware has 12 points tonight. 2 threes. Jaquez drives. I'll tell you one thing about Kel'el Ware. I don't know if a team has said this or if a team has told him this, but the Heat or Kel'el Ware spending more time at the three-point arc than inside the paint is slightly concerning. Like, it adds, I guess, the potential ability for him and Bam to play together. But, like, I don't want a 7-footer only standing at the top of the key. Like, I'd like to see him develop a back to the basket, man. Sensabaugh driving, fading away, bucket. Holy shit. Minute to go until this nightmare is over. Christopher drives, drop-off pass, turnover. Jazz out and running. Collier will bring it out to the top of the key and slow it down. Sensabaugh. He's hot. Fadeaway three. Oh, my goodness. This is truly unbelievable with what I witnessed tonight. He will never have a game like this again in his life. I am confident saying this. We had the best game of Bryce Sensabaugh's career tonight. Jaquez left wing. He pump fakes, drives, step back, step through, puck it. He'd get to 100. Didn't think it was even possible. That's going to be final. 136 to 100. Heat get blown out in the first game post Jimmy Butler. Complete and unmitigated disaster. And, wow. All right. I told you as soon as the game went final, I'm signing off. I wasn't even supposed to work tonight, and I wish I didn't come into work on my off day because this was a joke. Peace out.